competition, the first thing you guys are going to take from today on?
The first decision, at lunch?
Lunch,
No, I think that's probably a larger scale question, and I don't want to be repetitive, but we need to get better. And we need to improve this team. And I think we have pieces here. We look out on the field, and we have pieces here. And so that process has started, but we need to add to that. And that's what we will do this offseason.
Dan, back to you, coming from such a scouting background as you have for all these years,
right?
As much as talent evaluation, how much do you put into statistical analysis and say metrics when it comes to evaluating players?
Well, you're right. My background has been in scouting. I certainly believe in it and probably lean that way. I like to use the analogy, as a young age, you learn to look both ways before you cross the street. And I think in baseball, you have to do that. You have to have that same mindset of looking both ways. You have to look at the actual scouting as well as using statistical analysis. And I think through that, and we certainly have capable people here in our baseball operations staff, through that we can derive at the right decisions. And that's what's important, not making a decision, making the right decision. And we'll utilize our people to do that.
There have been quite a few reports lately that Jeffrey has made quite a few of the baseball decisions himself. Has he given you any idea whether you're going to have any autonomy at all on some of these decisions in terms of roster moves going forward?
I would say that I have not read, I actually just got back in the country from Venezuela, but I've not read everything or heard everything. But I will say that there's been an absence of truth to a lot of things that have been written. I don't think that there is a single general manager or president of baseball who has complete autonomy where it concerns running a Major League Baseball team. Jeffrey is very intelligent. He has been on every call and been a part of the decisions that have been made in my tenure here. And he's done a tremendous job asking very intelligent questions and wanting to know how and why and what. And for me, those are things that he should ask that puts us, people who he entrusts to make these decisions, it holds us accountable, and that's the way an organization has to operate to be successful. So to say that some of those things, and again, I have not read all of them, but I will tell you that the parts of them that I have been associated with, he's been very forthright and very fair in allowing us to make the baseball decisions.
And just to elaborate on that, Clark, because it's been a question that we've been asked a lot, and he is a part of the process. But how we are set up, it is my job and Dan's job and the people who we work with to formulate the plan, and that will be how we move forward. And we present it to him. And as any owner should have the right to ask questions, and we try to educate him on whatever it is that we want to do. And I don't think that's different from how things operate anywhere else. So from that standpoint, we're good. I mean, once we found out that we're going this direction, we've spent a long time the last few days just talking through everything, because his goal, as is everyone else's goal, is for us to return to excellence and to put another one of these things on our finger, because that's why he's traveling all over why he has traveled all over the world and the country, and that's why we do all the things that we do, because we do want to win championships here, and that won't stop.
Dan, do you put a bullseye on the offense in terms of getting better? And because the pitching defense has been very good, does it make it easier in a sense to zero in on what the team's problems are in terms of getting better?
My father is a coach. He's still coaching right now at 76 years old. And I've learned one thing through being raised in the home of a father who coaches. You're usually never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. If you look at the positives surrounding this ball club, from our defensive numbers, certainly our pitching numbers, we have been a part of, I think, 80-something games of 1 and 2 runs and lost, I don't know the exact number, but of 1-run games. you know, we knew coming into this year, this was a transitional year. Part of the reason we hired Mike Redmond, because we knew that, and we knew that this would allow him to grow with the young players that we got back in trades and that we had in our system. So to single out that it was an offensive problem, you know, we'd all like to score more runs. You know, we're a broken bat hit away from this, or a ball to find a hole and you win a game. But bottom line is the pieces that are here, a lot of the things that have occurred, I think as an organization going forward, if you focus on the positives, where we are now and what is going and what will occur this offseason, this group of kids has a chance to make up ground in a very short time.
I'm sure you're probably going to get too specific on players, but a lot of people are obviously concerned with Giancarlo who's going into arbitration. A lot of speculation every year about his status. What is he, in your eyes, as you move forward, him as part of this franchise?
He's a big part of our future. I mean, the big man is a big part of our future. And DJ started to discuss some of the challenges that we face as we move forward. The 1- and 2-run games is, I mean, you guys have been here. You've lived this season with us, so you know what we've gone through. But the pieces, as we have said, we feel like some of the pieces are here that are going to return this team to glory, and are going to win a championship here. And it is our job, along with the people that we work with, is to surround those people with more talent. I mean, that's what we need to do. We need to get better. Plain and simple, we need to get better. And that is our job starting today. It's sort of interesting that the season is ending today because we're just getting started. And that's really how I see things. We're going to close the chapter, hopefully with a nice win today against the Tigers. And then we're going to hit the ground running because we need to focus on getting better and winning more games. And Giancarlo's going to be a part of that. And we have a core that, as DJ said, I think will allow us to speed up that process, but we have a lot of work to do. And as soon as this season is over, we will get to it.
What would you say about the possibility of locking him up long term?
Like with anything, I mean, we need to sit down and talk to Jeffrey and David and see where that takes us, but we know Giancarlo's under control, a first-year arbitration player, and we'll move forward under that premise. We still control him. We're excited that he's a part and will be a big part of what we do moving forward, and we'll just continue to try to add on that.
To this organization get an identity of either a blueprint to build around. I mean, a year ago, a lot of money spent with high-profile guys, back to young guys. What do you see or want to see this identity of this franchise to be?
The identity of this franchise, I think we want to be known for championship caliber baseball and playing championship caliber baseball because that's what we all believe. I mean, in this organization, we know we're built with our scouts and our player development, so that's obviously our foundation, and we need to continue to have strong drafts. We need to continue to be competitive internationally and bring as much talent as we can into this organization. And then at the major league level, we need to play baseball the right way. And you look at what our strengths are. We have strength in our pitching, and I think it's no secret that is a formula for success. With to have strong pitching, and we'll always have strong pitching. But we need to be a balanced club. We need to score more runs, and I think as we do those things, you will see us win more balls.